Oh yeah, Eli, you could help him.
Good morning to you guys. What are we up to today?
We're cleaning this yucky coop out.
And are we doing it for any particular reason?
Because it's gross? It's pretty gross.
We do the deep bedding method. Can I be in the camera? You don't have to hold it higher, just point it towards my face. Okay. Anyways.
Literally, huh?
Yeah, I don't need to see my pores. We do the deep bedding method in the winter so the chickens will be warm, and it's time to clean it up. But we've also got some guests coming tonight, and Becky doesn't like our place to look dirty or messy when people come over.
I don't.
Right? You don't. You gotta clean up.
You like it messy and dirty, gross?
I would be totally fine with leaving the coop alone today and get other things done, but
what else would you do today?
I'd work on maybe the bee boxes. There's something else. What else do I need to do? Bee boxes, pallets.
It's like the perfect weather for this, though.
It's great weather for it.
Kind of chilly, kind of sunny.
So let's clean up this mess and let's get ready for some company tonight. You guys will meet some new YouTubers. Afternoon, we just had some lunch and we have done 100 wheelbarrow loads of stuff, and it's like we're only halfway done with this coop. Is it ever gonna end? My arms are burning, my legs are tired. I'm gonna be asleep before these guys come over, but we gotta knock this out. Back to work. I don't know if I showed the footage yet of moving big boy right here into the flock. Let's shoot to some of that footage. Well, today's the day we're gonna try the male, the Tom, with our female. I would like them to get to know each other first, so I'm gonna try to move her in with the male for a little bit so they can hang out, and then we'll move them both into the main flock. They've got a little bit of a wind block, but I need to get them moved in with the flock so they can have the use of the coop if they need to. All right, well, it is a little later in the afternoon, and these guys have spent the last few hours together. She's not really interested in him, but we'll go ahead and move them over just so they can get inside the coop and get out of this cold weather.
Why? I can put it down there?
Okay, we're bringing the lady in. Or Jenny. All right, welcome back. Well, while you were away, I didn't get anything done. Let's get back to work. Everybody's singing. Listen to this craziness. All right, we got this place clean. Let's get crazy.
Met you in the dark, met you in the dark.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. All right, well, we just got done with the coop and we're here hanging out with some new friends. We've got Ethan and Sarah here from 180 Degrees from Average, and they were just passing through on their way home from a trip out at the Great American Farm Tour premiere and stopped by to see us. So we wanted to introduce you to them. So what did you guys get out of this trip? What was the goal of this this trip you're on?
Well, I think, you know, originally we just wanted to go and support Justin. We had purchased the tickets really before we had made a clear decision to even start the channel. So we just went there to really support Justin with the premiere, and we thought it would be a fun time to head down that way. But since we started the channel, we decided to go down there and shoot video, and so we released our first sort of series about going down there. And it was a great trip, and it's been
it was super fun. Got to meet a lot of other YouTubers. And
who'd you meet?
We really weren't expecting to do that. Let's see, we met Art and Bree, and we met Jason and Lorraine from Sow the Land, and Jim and Brenda from the Hardiness Approach.
So when you guys get home, what's going on your channel? What's your guys? Where are you guys at in your homesteading journey?
Well, right now we are going to be just kind of getting spring ready. Minnesota's been under a bunch of snow, and so we're just kind of getting started here. But this summer we'll be working on remodeling our old farmhouse that we bought. We bought the family farm back from my parents, and so that's what we're going to be doing. We're fixing up a house that my great-grandfather built in 1898, and we're going to be putting in a garden where there used to be a cucumber patch 100 years ago. And so we're really excited to be cutting down some trees and putting a garden back where there used to be one. And we also have some chickens. We're going to be running some chickens all summer, and that's kind of it. But we're really excited with all the different things we have going on. Probably the biggest thing you should stay tuned for is our chicken coop. We're calling it the Robo Coop. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right, well, we're gonna hang out with them some more here over the next few hours. We're gonna have dinner, and hopefully we'll get to know them a little better, but we're gonna do some chores, and so we're just gonna walk around, hang out a litll bit, and spend the night with you guys, so come on with us.
All right.
Call it off, let it go, all for nothing, I should have known.
All right, well, we just had dinner and we're hanging out with Ethan and Sarah. We wanted to ask them a few questions. We just want to know more. We've seen a few of your videos. What's your knowledge of homesteading so far?
Oh man,
what do you think you know?
That's a really good question. Well, I know a lot less than I probably do, but we started actually getting into homesteading probably 10 years ago, maybe. It was right after it actually might have been more like 15. It was right after we got married that we started reading, like, you know, Mother Earth News and
you get really interested
what is it,
in
Countryside. And I got really interested in Joel Salatin and some things like that way back then. But I was never really able to get a lot of buy-in from Sarah, I think. Well, you know, that's what it was at the time. But we just grew up different. I grew up in the country, and so I was much more country bumpkin, and she was a city girl.
So it's the opposite of us, because that's our story reversed.
Oh, really?
Because I'm the city guy and she's the country girl, so that's where we were at.
Well, so that's the same thing then. Yeah, and I think that was it. We just kind of always been into doing things kind of more country way of thinking about things, just living more of a rural lifestyle. We've lived in the city, but it's always kind of been a calling to go back to the country. And after we lived in the country, I think you would agree, you kind of...
Yeah, especially after having kids in the country.
What I don't know a lot about is gardening.
Which is where I do have some area of expertise, because I grew up around a greenhouse operation. My grandfather started a nursery. My entire childhood I was out in the field planting onions. And
But why why homestead, why live out in the country, why raise your kids this way.
Yeah. I think that's
privacy. Yeah.
Privacy. So put it all on YouTube. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Well, that's funny that you say that. But when we lived in the city, for example, I remember one day we were living in this house and I was walking into my car to go to work and the neighbor's like, oh, so you were like whatever last night. And I'm going, huh? I don't know if
they were paying attention to
what we were doing. It really bothered me.
Had a party or, and by party we mean we had like 6 friends over. And it wasn't like a big deal, but I don't know if we were barbecuing or what.
Yeah, I think we were grilling up.
But I saw you guys up there, and she was like, you weird eavesdropper person.
Yeah, it just made me so uncomfortable, and you don't have that when you live in the country.
No, there's, I think, and I just always grew up having that privacy in the sense that you like, I mean, the advantage with this is you can turn it on, It's not always on, and you can turn it on when you want it to be on.
And you could edit things out too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And so I think with being in the country, we can't see any houses from our house. And, from the house we're moving into, you can see one house and it's a quarter mile away. We don't have anyone that's right there. And so you do have the privacy. But I think, honestly, the biggest thing for me has been the idea of building a life that puts more emphasis on having the freedom to kind of seek what excites us and the adventures in life versus kind of the change that come with seeking status and wealth. And I've done that, and that's what I've done a lot of. And I think for me personally, living in the country is more affordable, it's cheaper. And so because of that, if you can make money somehow living in the country, which thankfully we've been able to do, then you have this ability to work less, You don't have to work as much because you can cut those costs. And so for us, the idea of just having that adventure and the time for adventure and freedom.
Yeah, and you don't like to mow the grass. And neighbors complain when you don't.
That's really true.
Let's close it out with this. Let's talk about YouTube. What do you want to accomplish with that? And why are you different? Let's hear about what's different about you guys versus the other channels.
Those are all really good questions. So why YouTube? Well, I think the biggest reason is it sounded really interesting and fun.
And it has been fun.
It has been really fun and really interesting. Fun, I mean, the other thing is as we were kind of coming up with some ideas like what we really care about or want to care about, we came up with this idea of having adventure, learning, and sharing it all. And like, you can have the adventure, you can learn, but if you don't share it, it's like it's not as kind of impactful to everything around you. So this just kind of hit off on the things we cared about. It was like that was one of the things. To give it that
much more meaning.
And I think what makes us unique, besides the fact that we're kind of weird people, we're quirky people for sure. That'd be the polite way to put it. My dad would call me crazy sometimes. But I think the other thing is we are definitely kind of nerdy technologists. So our idea of homesteading isn't, pioneering living, out in the country that way. So we definitely are interested in doing a lot of things using kind of some modern ideas that I have.
Coop.
Like our robo-coop, exactly. That's right.
What I was thinking too.
Yeah.
You'd make the homestead purists shiver in their...
I know.
Yes,
it might happen a little bit. It might happen. It's all right. It's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay to be different.
Anything else you want to say about that?
No.
The world of editing, we can just edit and edit and edit some more.
Make more work for Jake.
Edit.
Oh, you don't mind.
This is all staying in, by the way.
We're gonna edit it.
All right, guys. Well, Ethan, Sarah, and
Lawrence,
thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We appreciate you stopping through Missouri on your way home to Minnesota. We hope you have the best of luck with your channel and life from here on out.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming by, guys. We'll have links to all of their channel and any of their social media down in the description. So go tell them, hey, from White House on the Hill.
See ya.